Big LG Doc Gallows, Impact Wrestling superstar, AEW Invader, Worldwide Gangster, and I am reminding you that you're watching AJWF. Like, subscribe, and keep watching today. Too sweet. Boom.
Tammy Lynn Sytch, born December 7, 1972, commonly known by her ring name Sunny, is an American former professional wrestling manager, valet, ring announcer, and I guess adult entertainer. Sytch achieved great success as Sunny during her 1990s run within the World Wrestling Federation, aka WWF, that later became WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, and she was one of the most popular figures in the company during the New Generation era and the Attitude era. Sunny became known as WWE's first diva after her run in the 1990s. During this time, her 1996 bikini issue of Raw magazine made a record number of sales. Her popularity also expanded beyond professional wrestling, as America Online deemed her the most downloaded woman in the world that same year, beating the likes of Pamela Anderson. Back then, the WWE described her as the person who redefined the role of women in WWE, adding, she wasn't just a brainless bikini model at ringside. She was a pin-up, a fast-talking manager, and could throw down when she needed to. In short, she was sexy, smart, and powerful. After the heights of WWE, she later performed under her birth name in Extreme Championship Wrestling, better known as ECW, and also World Championship Wrestling, aka WCW, and the Ring of Honor. Sytch, of course, was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011. But let me take you right back to the start of the career. Sytch started out travelling with her boyfriend Chris Candido to make some extra money. In late 1992, she signed a 6-month deal with Smoky Mountain Wrestling. She first appeared on screen as Tammy Fitch in 1993. She played a villain who idolised Hillary Clinton. In her first storyline with the company, the fans hated her. She threatened to file a sexual discrimination lawsuit due to the lack of prominent positions offered to females. Sytch went on to manage Brian Lee to the Heavyweight Championship and also began accompanying Candido in his matches. By May 1994, she was managing 2 men as a tag team, which won the Tag Team Championships from the Rock and Roll Express. However, both Sytch and Candido left the promotion in early 1995 for jobs with, you guessed it, the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. So let's go back to that. It was in late 1994 that Sytch was contacted by WWF about a role within the company. Then Candido also joined her. The duo began appearing as Sunny and Skip, known collectively as the Body Donners. They were originally known as Team Spirit and booked as babyfaces, but they were heavily booed by the crowd after they were recognised for the characters previously portrayed in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, thus turning villainous fitness fanatics in the process. It was then that Zip, portrayed by Tom Pritchard, later joined the team, and Sunny was in their corner when they won the Tag Team Championships over the Godwins at WrestleMania 12. Weeks later, though, the Godwins regained the championships, and Sunny turned on the Body Donners in favour of the new champions. She then turned on the Godwins and helped the Smoking Guns win the Tag Team Championships. She began accompanying the Smoking Guns, who then lost the titles at In Your House 10 Mind Games. Sunny then fired them right there in the middle of the ring. Sunny then left the tag team division and spent a short time as the manager of Farouk, aiding him in his feud over the Intercontinental Champion Mark Mero, who had Sable in his corner. She served also as a special guest commentator during Rocky Maivia's WWF debut at Survivor Series 1996. So could Sunny be part of the reason that Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, became the most electrifying man in sports entertainment? If we fast forward a little bit to 1998, Sunny went back to tag team division, became a face, and briefly became the manager of the Legion of Doom 2000, leading them to a win in a tag team championship #1 contender battle royal at WrestleMania 14. Sunny would continue to manage them until she was released in July 1998, amid rumours of backstage problems with Sable and an addiction to painkillers, as well as no-showing several appearances. There were also talks that during her time at the WWE, she had cheated on her boyfriend Candido with numerous wrestlers, including the likes of Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog. After Sunny was released by the WWF or WWE in July 1998, She joined Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, where she made her debut at Heatwave 4 days after her WWF release. Now billed as Tammy, she assisted Candido in his win over Lance Storm and their subsequent feud. In early 2000, both Sytch and Candido signed on with WCW World Championship Wrestling. Candido debuted in March of that year, and Sytch debuted 1 month later at Spring Stampede, helping him win the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. After being released from WCW, the duo landed in Extreme Pro Wrestling, where again Tammy managed Candido and helped him to win a title, the XPW World Heavyweight title. In what could be seen as the down spiral of Tammy from this point, it was the death of Candido in 2005 that Sytch became regularly involved in the independent circuit again. Sunny did, however, work for the WWE again. She was one of the returning legends that participated at WrestleMania 25 on April the 5th, 2009 in a 25 Diva Battle Royal for the crown of Miss WrestleMania, but she was eliminated by Beth Phoenix. Also, she was inducted, as mentioned earlier, into the WWE Hall of Fame by the entire roster of the WWE Divas on April 2nd, 2011. In 2021, WWE Network listed her as one of the many female performers who made an impact in WWE outside the ring. These honours aside, it was a downhill battle with the law that began. In 2012, Sytch was arrested 5 times in a 4-week span for disorderly conduct, third-degree burglary and 3 counts of violating a protective order. She was arrested a 6th time in January 2013, also for violating a protective order. Sytch served 114 days in a Connecticut jail and was released in May 2013. Sytch had claimed that in 1997, Playboy magazine had approached her and offered a 6-figure sum to pose for one of the magazines. Sytch stated that she declined the offer because she didn't feel that she was emotionally ready to do something like that. Then, in 2016, fast forward nearly 20 years, Vivid Entertainment released an adult film featuring Sytch titled Sunny Side Up. If we go on to 2020, there was another jail stint. Sytch then created an OnlyFans account to upload adult-orientated content. In May 2022, Sytch was arrested again on DUI and manslaughter-related charges. After initially being released after posting a $227,500 bond, a judge deemed her to be a danger to the community and revoked her bond 6 days later. More recently, Sytch and Candido were featured in a 2023 episode of Dark Side of the Ring. During the episode, Jim Cornette described Sytch's legacy as a meteoric rise and a meteoric fall. And I think this sums up the career of Sunny pretty well. I do hope you've enjoyed this video as we've looked at the ups and downs of the career of Sunny, the wrestling superstar, the original women's diva. Do let me know in the comments, guys, if you've enjoyed this video and if you'd like to see anything more like this. Till next time, like, subscribe, peace out.